Hello and welcome to Fantasy Author Reacts. I'm your fantasy author for the day, Jacob Penrod, and we're going to be continuing on with Be More Chill. I am really excited to figure out what happens. We left off with Michael in the bathroom. As far as I know, he is still in there. And yeah, we're going to be checking it out, seeing what happens, breaking it down from a writing perspective. That's what we do here. We pause all the time. We break things down from a writing perspective. If both of those sound good to you, then stick around. Like I said, my name is Jacob Penrod. I'm a fantasy author, and I wrote The Seven Rangers. It's my author copy, so it's got a little stripe in the center. But yeah, this is a story about an isolated island people who believe they're alone in the world when they are attacked by an army of angels and find out maybe we're not so alone in the world. And it's not a good time for them, but a good time for you as the reader, hopefully. So if that interests you, you can check it out either on my website for free or over on Amazon. And I'm looking to expand beyond Amazon soon. So news on that. But yeah, let's go ahead and continue with Be More Chill.
You got any Mountain Dew Red?
Hey.
That's so specific, wanting the worst flavor of Mountain Dew.
Yo. So, where's your date?
He's having makeup sex with Chloe.
Oof. That's rough, buddy.
So my night's pretty awesome.
Sorry.
Don't be. I mean, I dumped him.
Mountain Dew, but red. Wait, you dumped Jake? Why? I'm sorry, you don't have to.
I wasn't Juliet. And he's kind of a jerk, so.
Seriously, where the fuck can I get some Mountain Dew Red?
Okay, this is beyond a gag. I don't know what's going on with the Mountain Dew Red, but it feels important. I can't identify what the character saying this is, like who they are. But it feels important. Also, it's interesting that we have Jeremy. I almost called him Ricardo. We have Jeremy and Christine kind of being portrayed as narrative mirrors in a lot of ways, where they both have lost their date, and they are ostensibly going through similar things, but I actually think they're kind of more foils to each other here, where Jeremy lost his date, or whatever you want to call it, through being inauthentic, whereas Christine lost it through authenticity and trying to be seen. So I guess that might be more apt than inauthentic versus authentic. Is Jeremy was trying not to be seen, and Christine was trying to be seen. So I think they're interesting both as mirrors and as foils.
Popular people are messed up. I mean, you're one of them.
What? No.
Oh, that's interesting. He's made it.
Hello, guy who's been pocking his way through the cast of Midsummer.
I have not been... Talking?
Be like that. I just made it up.
I was wondering what it was.
Yeah. What?
Oh, no, it's, just... I don't know what I'm supposed to say right now.
Say what's on your mind.
Oh, because the squip isn't working. Wow. I didn't expect that to be on his mind. See, like, she's connecting with him more than she ever did when he was squipped. And all it took is him being himself, which, I mean, you can kind of see the theme coming, but also it's hitting it in an interesting way. Oh.
It's kind of killer to sit and chat with you. Really? It's true. It's pretty killer to sit and chat with you.
I am really hoping he doesn't read this as the time to make a move, given what the person she was interested is doing in just the other room.
Pretty killer for me too. Woo-hoo, it's pretty killer. killer to hang and talk with you. I'm glad that we both agree. Christine, Christine, Christine.
The background is
Will
funny.
you go out with me?
No!
Jeremy,
Timing! Read the room, my guy.
I can't.
But I thought we were friends.
We are, but I don't think I should go out with anyone until I know who I am.
I mean, valid.
I know that's not what you wanted. I'm sorry.
Because, like, we've seen this desperation to be seen in her and this kind of desperation both to be seen and unseen at the same time in him. Like, I think a relationship would only exasperate both of their issues right now. What is happening? I wish we had an animatic.
Okay, this whole no drinking while squipping thing, would it have killed you to give me a warning? Rich? Warning! 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 Warning!
Okay.
Okay, that was weird.
Hello, Jeremy.
Oh, jeez, about
My
time!
absence
Okay,
was
Squip
not
is
ideal,
back.
but it was necessary. One moment while I review the data from this evening. Oh my.
It's bad,
We
right?
need to get you home.
But-
now.
All right.
OMG, Chloe, answer me. Whoa, wait until I tell you what I heard.
Are we doing a time skip?
It's too fucked to type. This shit is ripe. Call back. I'll yell you every word. Jenna Roland calling. Jenna Roland calling. Jenna Roland calling. Hey. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so at the end of last night's party.
Okay, so this is interesting. We did a time skip, which you would think to some extent, like, we'd want to see the ramifications of whatever happened. I'll let it play out and see what they're doing, because there's several reasons you would do a time skip here, as well as several reasons where it might be tempting, but not the best choice. And I have faith in this, so I'm going to see how they do it.
Very end of last night's party. Did you see Rich? Oh, I saw Rich. So he's behaving hazy like a tweaking junkie, flailing crazy like a freaking monkey.
He's gotta learn to handle his high. Shouldn't drink so much for a small guy.
Right, but he wasn't drunk.
The hell you say,
Yo,
Jenna?
he wasn't drunk.
The hell you
Okay.
say?
No, because I heard from Dustin Crop that Rich had barely touched a drop, which means that you can't blame
Because he was preserving his squip.
the things he did on alcohol. It's just so terrible. I don't want to relive it all. But do you want me to tell you?
Spit it out. Spit it out.
You really
Let's
want
hear
me
it.
to tell you?
Spit it out. Spit it out.
I'll tell you 'cause you are my closest friend.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, I know. But here's what happened at the party's end. Rich set a fire and he burned down the house.
Oh. Was Michael still in the bathroom?
Rich set a fire and he burned down the
Why?
house. Whoa, I thought I was
Was that what his squip wanted, or was that against the wishes of his squip? I assume he was. Rich is the one who sang the squip song in the first place, right? That wasn't Jake. Okay, wow. Why not show us that? And my thought is, there's a concept of narrative economy where what you spend time on in your story indicates what's actually important to it. And so while seeing this play out would have been interesting, holding it back and having it summarized, kind of doing a tell not show, sounds like it would be a mistake. Like, you always hear show don't tell, not and don't do tell not show. But by having the summarized, it's saving the space for the story to still have this beat while exploring things that are actually narratively more relevant. And if they were to spend the time on Rich burning down the house, my hunch is that it would distract from it would distract from their actual narrative goals here. So what's important isn't necessarily how it happened, but more that it happened. If that makes sense. Although I am worried for Michael.
Dreaming, everybody was screaming. When Rich set a fire and he burned down the house. When Rich set a fire and he burned down the house. OMG, Brooke, answer me. Look, wait until I tell you what I saw. Ignore. And also space and frowny face. I'm sorry that Jeremy made out with me at the party, but it was totally his fault. And let's not let boys ever come between us ever again, okay? Smiley face, lipstick,
Okay.
kitty paw.
Hey,
We cool?
We are.
Okay, so end of last night's party.
I mean,
Did you see?
a little gag, but also showing kind of the petty nature of this cast here in a really fun way.
Rich.
No, I was
So
crying.
he's behaving weird and I was frightened, 'cause I feared his state was heightened.
He's gotta learn to not really smoke a lot. He shouldn't get so high for a tiny guy. He's gotta learn to not really smoke a lot. He shouldn't get so high for a tiny guy.
Right, but he wasn't high, so you can't blame the things he did on pot. It's just so awful, so I'll talk about it a lot. Rich set a fire and he burned down the house.
I'm so fascinated why.
Everybody was screaming when Rich set a fire and he burned down the house. When Rich set a fire and he burned down the house. Hey everybody, have you heard? Rich set a fire, now go spread the word. Sending a text. Text. Sending a tweet. Tweet. Sending a text. Text. Tweet. Tweet. Release the information, step and repeat.
I'll spread the
It's interesting to make this like an upbeat, cheery number. That's doing something interesting for the tone. That if they had it more somber, I think it would change the feel pretty differently.
word. That bitch is flecked.
Flacked?
No, I meant fucked. Did I
Ah.
say flecked? Sorry, guys, it's just my
Autocorrect.
Always be aware of autocorrect.
I got it.
R-I-C-H, can't you see just how much I care about your tragedy? I changed my profile pic to you. Now I fully understand what you're going through. R-I-C-H, it's a drag. I
Is he dead?
read she read, they read you're in a body bag.
Uh-oh.
R-I-C-H, can't you see just how much I love you?
There's a really funny visual gag there in the animatic. They have the body bag from Getty Images.
Bag. R-I-C-H, can't you see just how much I love your tragedy?
This animation is so cool for the animatic.
Ready? Okay, here we go. Rich set a fire and he burned down the house. Wow.
But what does it have to do with Mountain Dew Red?
Set a fire and he burned down the house. It was so terribly gory. I got the whole bloody story. Yeah, I wasn't quite there, but I know what happened, I swear.
When Rich set a fire and he burned the house down. When Rich set a fire and he leveled the town.
When Rich set a fire and he fled to Bombay. When Rich set a fire cause he knew he was gay. When Rich set a fire and he melted his head. When Rich set a fire and he's totally dead. When
He
Rich
is?
set a fire and he burned down the house. Burn it down. Whoa. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Did you hear? Did you hear? Burn it down.
Dang.
Whoa. Did you hear? Did you hear? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Burn it down. Whoa. Did you hear? Did you hear? That Rich set a fire and he burned down the Rich set a fire and he burned down the Rich set a fire and he burned down the house.
He told me 'cause he's my best friend.
Rich set a fire and he burned down the house. Set.
First off, that animatic was top tier. Secondly, this has me perplexed, befuddled, if you will. Why set the fire? I associate the squip with Mountain Dew, or yeah, the the squip with Mountain Dew because you had to drink it with Mountain Dew to activate it. But I don't know what Mountain Dew Red would do. Or why he would want it so frantically. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh my god. They're saying that Rich is in the hospital. And,
Okay, so he's alive.
and Jake broke both of his legs trying to escape that fire.
Jeez, that's a
This is
tonal
horrible.
shift.
How could Rich's squip let him do that?
Rich was under a lot of pressure at home, and with his squip disabled due to the alcohol, it seems he lacked the proper coping mechanism.
Did you know?
Wait, did it say with?
Coping mechanism. Due to the alcohol, it seems he lacked the proper
But he wasn't drunk.
coping mechanism.
Did you know? You told me to leave the party.
I was aware of certain
Did
probabilities.
you know that people were gonna get hurt?
I'm getting the impression that you don't trust me, Jeremy.
Are we far enough for All Is Lost? Yeah, we're right about there. So things are getting bad. I think they're about to get a little bit worse. And then we can pull up from that for our final act.
I don't understand the question.
You could be inside of world leaders, presidents, famous people. What are you doing inside of me? What do you want?
I promise you,
Yeah,
my
that's-
sole function is to improve your life.
Yeah, well, awesome job. My best friend thinks that I'm a jerk.
Yeah, the thing is, I am sure, maybe I'm not sure, but I believe that he wants to improve his life, but I also think that he probably wants to do it his way. Why high schoolers though? I'm not solving it. It's doing stuff I don't get.
It really hurt Brooke. Christine, God, you were supposed
But-
to make her like me.
And I will.
We're juxtaposing the squip with Jeremy's actual heart and caring, which I think is interesting.
In time, but she is only human. I must account for some human error.
You were supposed to make everything better, so why isn't it?
Look at yourself. You dress better. You are 93% more attractive. You've had more
And here he goes, kind of creating the poison that he's selling the cure for again.
experience with the opposite sex, which is to say you've had experience with the opposite sex. But human activity is a matter of input as well as output.
What does that mean?
The fault is in your peers.
You're always quite the loser, Jeremy. Then I invaded,
Oh, that's cool.
and you upgraded. Ba-da-ba-ba. Oh, Jeremy.
So yeah, if you can portray this as a win for him instead of him ruining his life, then he can continue whatever his goal is.
It's true that I found you, but look around you. Whoa, all your peers are just so incomplete. You can't see it, but they're all in pain.
He wants to spread.
Rating systems obsolete. So let's complete the chains and get inside
That's
the
cool.
brains. Let's save the pitiful children. Let's save the pitiful children. Let's teach the pitiful children who just haven't a clue just what to do. Help them to help you.
That's really cool musically. Also, so he wants to spread. But again, why high schoolers?
This is Rich's locker.
Open it.
I don't know the combination.
I will say one small criticism is I'm really unclear on what the squip can actually do to interact with the world, and I don't know if the animatics are taking liberties or if he actually just chi blasted that locker to open it and he's a wizard. Either is fair game, and it's okay. Like, you don't have to have a hard magic system. A hard magic system is where you have like clear limitations and rules. But if you're doing a softer one where it's more thematic and it can kind of just do what it needs to do, it's important to have the theme kind of support that, which I think it's doing all right. But I am finding myself a little bit confused about where it can actually interact with reality, which maybe is what they want. But that's my one criticism so far.
Ladies' running shoes. There's gotta be enough squips in here for
The entire school?
Dang.
Hey, what's wrong?
I make it my business to know everyone's business. But does anyone ever want to know mine?
Ugh, so sad. But you can help her.
See, he's framing it as making
No.
Jeremy the hero.
Yes.
Whatever. I don't feel anything.
Oh, you have to take away Mountain Dew.
Okay.
So does Mountain Dew Red do something to the squip? Either like supercharge it or destroy it or something like that?
You see the vision clearly, Jeremy. Users embracing and interfacing. People. Shiny, happy people singing sweetly. Gone is human error and fear.
See, so gone is human error. Maybe that's the goal, is he just wants to remove the human element from humanity and replace it with manatees.
Every issue tucked away so neatly. If you feel a sovereignty, just turn that knob and switch that gear. Let's save the pitiful.
Oh, is that Michael?
Let's save the pitiful children. Let's teach the pitiful children who just haven't a clue just what to do. And soon this will be you.
All right, yeah. So this is very firmly launching us into our final act with classic 3-act structure. That's not referring to the Act 1 and Act 2 in a musical, but rather the shape of your story. Act 1 is, to use like a Joseph Campbell hero's journey framework. You got like your ordinary world, and then around 20-25% it launches you into your new world where you're kind of exploring and interacting with the consequences of what was set up in your first act. And then shit hits the fan and you face the ramifications of that as you go into the final act. And the fan has been shit hit. Or at least is in the process of it.
Let's save the pitiful children. Let's save the pitiful children.
Oh, this animatic is so cool.
Let's teach the pitiful children.
The squip is slowly turning into Jack Black. Rig-a-dick-doo-doo-doo.
That's what we do. That's what we do. Then everything about us is going to be wonderful. We love everything.
Oh, this is...
Everything about
And he's changing the language to us, like it's very hive mind-y.
us is going to be so alive. We could never live without squid.
Wait, be so alive? Is there an intelligence in the squip already, and they want to be alive, and that's what humans have that they can't? I don't know.
Left out or unsure. Not pitiful children anymore. 'Cause everything about us is going to be cool. When we
Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's cool animatic. All right, I think that's a good stopping place for this episode. We got one more left. I am thoroughly enjoying myself. I'm really excited to see what comes of this. I don't fully know the motivation of the squip, but I have a few general ideas. This is an awesome story in the way that it kind of it's executing basics in a really good way. Like it's not the most complex narrative, but not everything needs to be. It's taking a simple concept and it's executing on it really well. It's really well structured so far. The momentum's great. The characterization is fun. So I think that this is a really good story so far to at least study to kind of see the fundamentals of storytelling in action because it's doing all of the basics really well. And I just think that's really fun. Anyway, until next time, head over to Patreon if you want to see the next episode early, or if you're on Patreon, thank you very much. And I will see you in the final episode of Be More Chill.